It do not matter. Clip on the Ruger, look like a rule.
Okay, so right back, and before the video starts, greatly appreciated when you interact, so please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so this video we have topics that's still in my phone that we need to get out. Okay, next week is about to start. Let's start fresh. You know what I'm saying? First, the topic of Love Cabin. If you don't know, Zeus has a show called Love Cabin coming out, right? Now, at first I was confused because I was like, well, if this is an episode or a show of Lemmy and Ray J squashing their problems, why the fuck is it called Love Cabin? That's a little weird. Well, if that's what you want to, I'm not judging, but like it didn't make sense. Now, from what I'm gathering, right, it seemed like Love Cabin is actually a ripoff Love Island. I feel like the first episode might be Ray J and Lemmy squashing their problems because I'm pretty sure Ray J and Tia Kemp are the hosts of the show. If the first episode are y'all squashing y'all problems, can we get the first 2 episodes? Because if it's about Love Cabin, I don't really care to see y'all conversation. I don't even think y'all gonna talk about the real shit. Anyway, on to this video. So as you know, Baddies USA is about to start pretty soon. They might be dropping the cast soon. I seen people talking about how Cold Killer and Lex posted things like, if you a brand and you want to work with me, wigs and clothes and shit like that. So like they feel like that's them saying they about to start filming. So no auditions from what I'm seeing. I think it's straight, unless they picking people from auditions that they had before. I'm not mad at that. Anyway, first we have Meatball. So Meatball, she said, Lemmy, can I come back on Baddies? LOL. Hear me out. I want her back. I felt like Meatball had great storylines. It's just I didn't agree. I wasn't really on her side with some of her storylines, you know what I'm saying? So then we have the Scotty and Natalie thing. So a couple days ago, Scotty, she made this tweet because like people was like, girl, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Because you kind of, well, with Dolly, she kind of started it. But it's like, girl, what are you crying for? And she made the tweet saying why. She said, I cry when I'm mad and frustrated. The fuck? That's just me. I don't care how anyone look at it. I cry when I'm happy too. I wasn't about to cry because she wanted to fight me. I was frustrated in the entire situation, to be honest. Now, keep in mind, this is a couple of days ago, but Natalie, she said something. She said, crying? LOL. Let's tell the world what else you be crying about. You know, Natalie, I'm tired of you putting these threats about exposing shit, but you don't ever expose shit. The only thing you really exposed was Rollie wanted the executive producer credits. So we have this clip of Lex. She's kind of giving Diamond her flowers. They asked, like, who's your favorite baddie? Of course she said Natalie, girl. But really her favorite baddie is Diamond. That's what I got from it. You know, she was like, Diamond is, like, inspirational to her. And Diamond took the opportunity of Baddies and really did her shit with it. I think that's what she's trying to say, basically. Here we go.
Because, you know, she's always going to be the favorite, my favorite. Diamond. She is my favorite because, and it's more so of like a personal thing outside of the show. I love how dedicated and driven she is, and her being in the same position as me, and I'm seeing how she's elevating. It's really inspiring, and it's really motivating, and it gives me something that I can look up to. Like, she was here with me, and now she's here. And to me, that I'm just so happy for her. And it's like, she inspires me. Like, I look up to her as a baddie, just the way she conducts herself, business wise, everything. Like, I would say her.
People don't realize, like, she's a business woman.
She is. Like. She is. And I see that because I'm like, I understand it so much. I understand her so much. And it's, yes.
Okay.
I'm giving her flowers because period.
And staying on the topic of Lex, she is sticking to this Fauna had mace on her hands, you know? So Fauna, she was surprised that her little ass did that to Lex because it, you know, she was giving Lex face shots. Now vice versa. Wait, did Lex hit Fauna in the face? I think so. So vice versa. But it's like this was the most competition in the fight that Lex had all season. Or am I tripping?
It's just like, damn, my little ass did that. I'm so proud of myself. Congratulations, bitch.
But Lex, she's not fucking with it. No, she's sticking to the fact, or she's sticking to her story that Fauna had mace on her hand. She's like, you only did as good as you did because you had mace on your hand. Now, I did a poll 2-3 days ago asking, hey, do y'all think Fauna had mace on her hand? 7,000 people voted, but 81% said no, they don't think Fauna had mace on her hands. Now, me personally, by the reactions in the room, and Elsie was like, people was choking and shit like that. Lex reaction, if you got punched in the eye with mace on somebody's hand, it don't really give Mace was in the room. But I'm not going to rule it out, right? So I'm going to wait till the reunion. If Fauna say, no, I did not, or if other people say I didn't feel or smell Mace or whatever, it didn't affect me. So I'm going to wait till the reunion to, like, get my full opinion. If they say, girl, we ain't feel none of that, we ain't smell no Mace, and Lex, She just got in there with you, babe. And for Fauna, I feel like this has been like a big conspiracy or whatever, and I haven't seen Fauna or no one else deny that she had Mace, or anyone else confirmed that she had Mace. But the only one I feel like could be a confirmation was when Summer was like, you wanted to lose fair, and no one else in the van said anything. So I just don't know yet. I'm gonna wait till the reunion. Maybe they don't want to give out that storyline. It could be a thing. But this is after the reunion, and Lex is still sticking to the story. So she went and said, no way, Fauna, you trying to take credit for something you know you didn't do. I did that. No, you did not. You put Mace on your hands and fought me. Regardless of how shit went, be a real girl and stand on that. When you trying to deny and take credit for something you know you ain't do is where shit get icky. Well, if she did, then she said, couldn't even look into the camera and own it for real, because you know you ain't do shit without the Mace. Now, what I will say, hopefully this, I don't know, I just, if Lex and Fauna fought at the reunion, can that be the last fight y'all have? Or at least of this storyline, because I'm over it. Girl, then we have Tinka, okay? So Tinka, she made a post about Latina. I was like, okay, all right. Kinda, I was like a little shocked, because she's also one of the people that feel like Latina came in there to fight for Natalie, and I don't think Natalie liked that conspiracy, girl. We know it's true, but you know, she's also one of the people that feel like that, and her and Natalie are like really friends. But also, she's really friends with Diamond. And I honestly, I don't even think her post was towards Natalie or Diamond. I think it was, if anything, towards Latina. She said, wait, so Amber Rose's niece came on Baddies to fight Diamond and replace her, and let's be real, it was for Natalie. But Natalie gets snuck and you didn't do none. What happened to getting your lick back? That was your moment. You disappointed me and Philly. So now we know you just came and made a fool of yourself, and you are easily mind-fucked. Alright. You know what, Tinka? Maybe she was tired of getting on the ground. Did you think about that? Did you think about that? No, don't get me wrong. I agree. This was your time. You came to fight Natalie. I feel like we all came to this conclusion, if you ask me. So why didn't you? She said she was overwhelmed, though. She could be overwhelmed. So, oh shit, I don't know if y'all want Latina back, but I feel like if Tinka come back, bring Latina back so she can get that with Tinka. I just want new storylines. We got Nunu. So as you know, when Natalie was on her rant about taking over Zeus and shit like that, she felt like Nunu was one of the realest baddies she's ever came across. She said, Nunu, congratulations, you casted, you coming back, shit like that, right? I just feel like, I don't dislike Nunu, right? She had to grow on me, I will say that. I did not like her at first. She did have to grow on me. So, like, if she do come back and they say it's looking like Anna coming back, not gonna lie, kill that storyline. We don't want it. We don't care. So both of y'all gonna have to find some new shit. I know Anna already got some new shit. Well, it's not even new. Anna, you need new storylines too. I don't care to see you arguing with Natalie. Well, I take that back. I do actually care to see you arguing with Natalie. But Nunu, you gotta find a new one. I don't know what is it gonna be. You know, it is a bunch of women for like 40 days. I'm pretty sure you can find one. Everyone need to start fresh. Pretty sure something gonna happen that you don't like, or you gonna do something that someone else don't like. Let it happen naturally, okay? Thank you. Oh, and I know stupid shit. Please. So if Nunu do come back, cool, but I feel like they're going to try to make her storyline K-Rican because the fans was comparing her and K-Rican, you know, because when they did the comparison, Nunu wasn't fucking with it. And K-Rican, she was like, damn, bitch, you ain't had to do all that. So now they arguing. It's funny, in my opinion, but if it get dragged on, it's not going to be funny, okay? Just fight that first time, let it go. Let it go. Anywho, then we have Daisy. So Daisy, she was talking about how no one got Diamond for Natalie. Y'all fake as hell. If it was her, she would have got. Girl, we don't give a fuck. Daisy said, I said what I said months ago. Nobody had Natalie back, and that was clear as day. Miss Different Pay Bracket was just sitting there watching her get snuck. You wasn't mad at me. You was mad because I called it before it aired. Girl, I feel like if Natalie gets stuck again, Rollie is not going to do shit, and she don't have to. Just because you will jump when she say jump don't mean everybody else will. That is just that. Rollie, she went and said, give it up, delicious. You still got no money for the baby. Well, I don't know, Rollie. Y'all got to stop bringing up kids. And I know it's supposed to be a joke from, like, the reunion and shit like that, but you just giving her... now y'all got to fight. Do y'all want Daisy on Baddies? I'm going to make that a poll, but do y'all want Daisy on Baddies? When Natalie was talking about who she would like on Baddies when she was going on her rant, the only girl she said from Baddies Gone Wild was Bahati. I'm here for Bahati on Baddies. Are y'all here for Daisy? You know what? Because, I don't know. If she's going to get on there and click up, I don't want her on Baddies. But if she's going to get on there and, you know, stand by herself, which I think she know how to, like, don't really like you. Not really. I do feel like you were valid in some of your points. I will say that. But if she do get on Baddies, I want her And honestly, any new person, I don't no click up. Like, you know how Latina got there, clicked up with the one side? I don't want that. I want you to have a beef with on that side and a beef on that side. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. Like, Shay, though I don't really like Daisy too much, I do feel like she can be beneficial to baddies in the storyline, shaking it up, having something different, giving the audience something different than this side versus that side, just saying. On top of the fight with Rollie. I want to see it. Anyway, on to Natalie and these baddies things. Right, so first of all, Natalie, she posted this, right? Someone basically told Natalie, Natalie, you go through this early season with the same girls. I hope you actually do leave them snip, because after what I seen last night, I don't like the way you was treated. And none of that shit was funny, especially for some of them new girls to be laughing right after that shit was weak as fuck. So Natalie, she went and said, I know, sis, don't worry, as long as I get that money and a few other things. And my girls up on it, and some people I pick for these shows, they can bring whoever they want, because I'm going to start doing what I want and have this shit turn into a whole other thing, so they could keep playing all they want and they could keep laughing all they want. Oh, it was Coco that said this? Was I not paying attention? Everybody better remember, we back home now. ... Home court advantage. What the fuck does that even mean? Because Baddies Is Your Show is already a home court advantage. What are you saying? You could have had your friends in Africa and it still would have been a home court advantage. It being back in USA don't mean shit. I don't know. That didn't make sense to me. Two, you said this in the beginning of last season, like you running shit and you know you got your steppers and they could bring whoever they want because you know money talk. You said this and it just didn't work out for you. Natalie said, tread lightly. I'm gonna show everyone Karen. What do you mean by that? That's my question. If that means you about to start complaining and throwing a hissy fit, you already did that. What do you mean? Then she said, only one laughing to the bank is me. They can laugh all they want. Baddies. She said, how you living in a baddie corporate apartment? Yeah, let me mention that. Next, I woke up and said, I'm still not done yet. Who's in a baddie corporate apartment? She said, you eat bacon, gross. Girl, we don't give a fuck. Why do we keep talking about Rollie eating bacon? I don't know. I don't care. Rollie, she was like, she loved bacon. Then she posted Lotto dog, right? She was like, OMG Lotto, your dog's the cutest. Or, you only have the cutest dog, I swear. So we're beefing with Capri now. Got it. Girl, you know what you're doing. We're not about to beef with a dog. We're not doing this. And then someone, they was like, well, Natalie, girl, not they trying to say you beefing with Capri. And she laughed about it because you know that's what you were doing. Then the last thing someone said, child, boss Natalie is not playing with none of the girls anymore. She is no longer blessed and ungrateful, disrespectful, unloyal, weird baddies, and I respect it. She's tired of y'all bullshit. So then Natalie reposted it. She was like, actually, that's not true. I want to play baddies, so I absolutely want them back on baddies. You want them or you couldn't get what you want. So now they're back on baddies because Lemmy said so. Like, you want them back or you have no choice to have them back, because you also said this last season and look what happened. The girl you didn't want back came back. So you want them back or you have no choice. You tried to make it a dictatorship, it did not work. That's what happened. So she's gonna have her steppers come, like she said last season. Literally, she did this with Diamond last season and it didn't work out in her favor. look what happened. So she gonna switch up her steppers, probably bring some baddies gone wild people. You know they gonna ride for Natalie. Duh. And that's if she do bring them. That's if. I feel like if she do bring someone from Baddies Gone Wild, it's gonna be either Daisy or Bahati. I could see Daisy fighting for Natalie. I don't know if I see Bahati just getting in the paint for Natalie. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking. Okay, y'all, so that's it for this video. If you found it interesting, and I hope you did at least a little bit, please like, comment, subscribe, share, turn your post notifications on. Thank you.